And energy use, all these are merging at the same time. Energy use, from the year 2000 to 2020, we're expected to increase our energy needs by 27%, which is 34 quadrillion BTUs. How many BTUs is that? Quadrillion. That's a big number. Well, let me translate it real quick for you. 1 quadrillion, 1 quad of electricity is the annual energy output of 40 1,000 megawatt power plants. That's a lot of power plants. 37 times 40. That's a lot. How long does it take to build a power plant and get it up to production? I am certain that you have heard in the past people touting that what we need is more nuclear plants. Let's get 45 of them and they'll be out pretty quick. Well, I'll tell you, this comes from the U.S. Energy Information Administration. This is not my data. If you got all 45 of them, you'll only get 1 quad. The transmission and production losses are huge. So putting 45 nuclear power plants out there will not be the answer. Have you heard the one about drill, baby, drill? If you could get the capacity of what we think we could get, that would give you a half a quad. Neither of those are the answer. 48% of all the energy use in this nation is in buildings. We need an army. We need a process. We need to get a lot of people ready to do defect-free work, buildings that perform. And our energy capacity, how's it sitting? The red line on all these graphs is the safe reserve capacity of all the utilities in the regions of this nation. The blue part of the graph is uncommitted power plants. You need to have safe reserve capacity for big storms and for maintenance of other utility plants. If we take these one at a time, real quick, watch. The Southwest Power Pool. It, by what, 2012, will be below its safe capacity. The Western Electric Coordination Council, you go even at 2013. I'll take you across the nation real quick. Texas, how are they doing? They're in dismal failure. They got big problems. Their capacity, their reserve, they go negative by 2016. The Southeast, Florida's doing fine. The Reliability First Corporation, look, they're below with no hope. What do you think the capacity is going to look like if we are going to need in the next 20 years, 2 decades, 34 more quads, and our utility is looking like this? And the economy demands conservation. The economy demands efficiency. It demands that buildings perform. And then merging at the same time is the projected number of people greater than 65 will double by the year 2030. How old will you be? There's going to be 2 times larger. By the way, Idaho, all the people from Idaho, you're going to go up by 140+% of people over 65. Alaska, the same. Montana, Oregon and Washington, 100 to 139% increase in older people. Well, the good news is that the ownership of these people is at about 82%. 38% of them own their house without a mortgage. All the data is coming in and saying that the generation of boomers, if you look at their net worth, their consumption, and their income, this again is the McKinsey Global Institute. You can see that every generation before them and after them are nowhere close to the amount of money that the boomers have. They will be soon the most influencing group of people between 50 and 70 years old in history. And they are going to double and triple in our states. And the needs are different. And climate change and all of its different things that it's putting upon us, that is also happening all at the same time. Our capacity is going down in energy. Our needs are going up. The number of people who are retiring is going up. Did I tell you that 6,000 people a day came to go to work, and 400 supervisors came to work and didn't know how to do it, and we rose to the occasion, and we built a process that actually could do it? I believe in this room, you are the people who can do that. It's our time. There is no other time. This is our time. The stage is set. If you look at 2006 all the way to 2030, you have the housing turn down starting in 2006. Oil prices rise. The bank and insurance companies fail. The auto industry fails. Large unemployment, and it's growing too fast for me to even speak. And then the largest amount of money in all of history is coming to buildings. Do we need an army? Well, we need an army that has one mantra. We shall learn how to make all buildings perform. Health and safety, durability, comfort, energy efficiency, performance that is right where we live. And the sand is falling through faster than we can speak. We only have a short period of time, and I am convinced that there's no other group of people that can do this other than you. Do you think that we might be in an energy efficiency and green revolution? What do you think? Huh? Well, Thomas Friedman does not agree with you. He says, we're not in a green revolution. We're in a green party. A revolution, somebody gets killed. When businesses go out of business because they don't perform, then we know we're in a revolution. Did you hear me? And not until. Because if businesses can compete with me and not perform, then we're not in a revolution at all. We're in a party. On the Serengeti, this morning, a gazelle woke up, knowing that it was needing to run faster than the fastest lion or it would get eaten. On the same Serengeti, a wild lion woke up. That very same morning, realizing that it would need to run faster than the slowest gazelle or it would starve. They both woke up with a need to run. This is not a time to rest. This is a time for us to run and run and run. Will this generation, will we in this room, will this generation be talked about in the future as the generation that in the darkest hour they brought real performance? Homes fit for use. Those that have passed before us, Vicki Hayes, Don Jones, Robert Maxwell, and Larry Pallmeyer, if they were here today, they would cry to all of us in this room, be relentless. Don't give up. Fight strong, because houses must perform. We've got to do this. And the people who need our commitment to walk out of this conference and never be the same and always turn against anyone who says, oh, they don't really need to perform. We can just guess at what they're doing. Look at these people from every walk of life. They need us. We need to join our president when he asks us to reveal the true character of being an American. Houses need to perform. And you are the ones that can do it. Thank you.